Hey guys, One Piece Nation here today to bring you a quick One Piece review for chapter 802. Okay, so this review is going to be a review, and I will briefly go over my thoughts on Edward Willoughby, but I'm going to save that for a video I'm going to do today or tomorrow. Well, I mean Saturday or Sunday, because let's be honest here. This brings up so much to talk about, and I don't have a lot of time, so I don't want to spend this entire video talking about Edward Willoughby and not get to the rest of the chapter. So let's start off with the beginning of the chapter, where we see what's going on the going Luffy Senpai. And, apparently, this I loved. They reminded us of the importance of Nami's character in this, because they started reminding us how dangerous the weather in the New World is. People don't seem to realize how important Nami is sometimes. I'm a big Nami fan, and it annoyed me to see her having so many haters, because when in all reality, next to Luffy, because obviously a ship can't function without the captain, Nami is the most important person on the ship. When it comes to position, I'm not saying when it comes to power or usefulness in the story, I mean when it comes to sorry guys, when it comes to usefulness on the ship, and importance when it comes to role, it is captain and then navigator. That's common knowledge, especially on the Grand Line. That is why this chapter was a very important reminder, because Luffy even at one point said, Nami, save us, Nami do something, or something like that. And then Usopp like, you idiot, Nami's not here. Now, that actually did piss me off a little bit, because Luffy had no right to be complaining. It's his own damn fault. He doesn't have a navigator with him. That's his own fault for being an idiot and telling Sanji to go after Big Mom. But Luffy being an idiot isn't anything new. But you know what? Let's continue talking about this. So, we're reminded that Nami is important, and guess what else we find out? Bartolomeo is an incredibly lucky guy, because he somehow survived all the way into the New World without a navigator. I don't understand it at all. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's funny. And apparently whenever they had a problem, they called some grandma. They called some old lady. And the old lady is telling them household remedies. It's like, Grandma, there's giant chunks of hail falling from the sky. If you need to get rid of your motion sickness, you should chew some gum. Sorry, I still have a cough. And it's like 1:07 in the morning, but that's beside the point. Then it gets even worse. Alright, they're attacked by Sea King, hail is falling from the sky. Like, this is implied to be a really long journey. So, yeah, that happened. So we see what's going on with them. Oh, there was this one part that I really liked. Which was that, when Usopp went after Bartolomeo and the others, like he started running away. I loved Law. Law's like, wake up, God. I love it. Usopp is not Uso Lando. It's not Uso Lando. It's not Sniper King. It's not Usopp Yacht. It's not Sniper Yacht. It's God. Law's new name for Usopp is God. Usopp is Law's God now. And I think that is hilarious. I really do. Anyway, it wouldn't it be funny if in the anime they changed it and they had him call Usopp God, like God, yeah, that would be hilarious. But no. But so now let's talk about. But I'm not really gonna go over this anymore. It's just comedy. So now let's talk about the next part of the chapter, which is the part you probably all want to hear me talk about. And I'm probably gonna have to make some penis jokes in this because, well, the chapter guaranteed it. But let's get on into part 2 of this review. But I'm just happy that we were all fortunate enough to get to see, for the first time I believe, post-time skip, some people's favorite admiral, and undoubtedly the trolliest admiral, wait, not even a freaking word, Kizaru. So, some guy in the Navy starts talking to Kizaru, giving him the report. And he's telling him that a member of the AOL Pirates, AOL Pirates, yeah, AOL Pirates, I think it was, they've all been taken out, the entire crew. And the AOL Pirates are a crew that used to be allied with Whitebeard prior to the Marineford War and Whitebeard's death. And he mentioned that they were taken out by the 7th Shishibukai, or 7th Warlord, the person that we've all been waiting to see. Certain people have been saying it was Shiki. Like, no one would have expected what we were given. People were thinking it was Shiki. People were thinking it was... Some people thought it was Eneru. I heard some guys say, I saw somebody say it was Rayleigh. I mean, there was a theory for almost every character. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody thought it was Makino, or Zeth, or Yojiko, or I don't know, or Kaya. I mean, really, some people think it started with Koro. I heard one theory it was Arlong, but no. He said that apparently a pirate named Edward Weeble. I'm going to call him Weeaboo. I'm sorry. Edward damn it! Edward Weeble. I always want to say Weeaboo. I don't know why. Edward Weeaboo. Weeboo. Edward Weeboo shows up. Alright, Edward Weeaboo. Edward Weeaboo. I'm gonna call him Edward Wheelby. Wheelby, that's his name. Edward Wheelby. But Edward Wheelby, so Kizaru pretty much goes on to explain that this pirate named Edward Wheelby had been taking out members of the Whitebeard Pirates all over the New World. All their former allies, members. However, because he's a warlord, he isn't charged with the crimes that he commits. In other words, all the civilian casualties that happen while he's doing it, they don't matter to the government. So, in total, include pirates and civilians together, this man, since becoming a warlord, had killed 600 people. So it revealed that he had killed 600 people. Well, I don't think this is the end of the world. I mean, it kind of like this guy killed 600 people because after this, you have a conversation with Kizaru and him. I honestly, when reading the chapter, I was thinking, we're not going to see this guy. There's no... Then we see him. So we are introduced to him and his mother on some island. And he is called the self-proclaimed Whitebeard Jr. and the son of Whitebeard, Edward Willoughby. Edward Willoughby, or Wheelby, whatever, Edward Wheelby, self-proclaimed son of Whitebeard. No, self-proclaimed Whitebeard Jr., son of Whitebeard, whatever. But then went to his mother. Here we're gonna start making some sex jokes about penis. Okay. Whitebeard's foot was beside the pre-time kid Luffy, who was 17 years old, and a man. Whitebeard's foot. Luffy didn't even go into Whitebeard's kneecap. You understand me? There is no way Whitebeard's penis fit into that woman. I am sorry. There is no physical way those two had sex. One, she's hideous. Whitebeard had all these smoking hot nurses on his ship, so I really don't know why he would go for that. And let's all be honest, I mean, biologically, it doesn't make sense. You can't have sex with something when you're that much bigger. A man cannot have sex with a woman when he is at least 30 times her size. Not in weight, muscle mass, and in height. That just isn't the way it works. Like Whitebeard with his penis couldn't even be small enough for it to work. It doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense at all. And then we see the kid. Okay, I have a firm belief that the kid is mentally retarded. Or something. That's really the only explanation for it. I mean, the kid doesn't seem very bright. And I get a very, Bobbity and Boo vibe with the kid. I feel like the mother is, Bobbity and, pulling all the strings. And and Edward Wheelby is kind of like the Boo. He's like this powerhouse, because Kizaru did say in the chapter, it's like looking at Whitebeard when he was younger. So, that directly implied that he did say he was very powerful. And the mother, I actually have a theory on the mother that I'll talk about in another video. But the mother's all about money. So she tells him, at one point, this guy seems like he could be a good character. Because at one point he does say, I don't want to go after some stupid Whitebeard pirates. I want to go after Blackbeard because he killed my father. And his mother, quote unquote, mother, is like, no, listen here, man. You gotta go after the Whitebeard pirates. They have the high bounty. They bring in money. And now, while the Emperor still has bounty, so I don't really know why she doesn't want the bounty of one of the Yonko. She probably just knows he can't beat a Yonko. So she probably just, let's make it as little confusing as possible. And just make sure he understands that money is very important. But, no. So what she did was, she told him, no, you're not going after Blackbeard, you're going after Marco. And then, no, seriously, the only explanation to how that could happen is plot. One of those, I think they're called news coup. Yeah, delivered the newspaper. At that very moment, the mother picks it up and reads, Straw Hat Luffy defeats Don Quixote del Flamingo. And then the mother remembers that, Straw Hat Luffy is the one that Whitebeard had Marco and all of his men protecting during the war that he died in. So she tells Edward Wheelby, the intelligent thing to do in this situation if you're trying to achieve her goal of going after Marco, which is her reality is her thought process at least is that Luffy must know something about Marco. So she said, why don't we go beat it out of him? So they decide to go after Luffy. And yeah, then we cut out of that. Now, now that I've gone over what happened there, I'll just quickly give my thoughts on it. I'm gonna save most of them for my Edward Wheelby discussion video, but I will just say this. I don't like it. I don't like the character so far. I mean, it has potential, but I don't like it. It seems lazy, it's random, it's out of nowhere, and you know what? It doesn't live up to the hype. I was extremely let down with what we got this chapter. When I realized Kizaru was talking about that 7th warlord, I was expecting it to be something something mind blowing. Something on like the level of like the Will D being revealed. I was expecting well no. I take that back. But I was expecting it to be something hype. Something amazing. And just look at Edward Wilby's design. He's fat. He's fat. He has no leg muscle. He that doesn't look like muscle. That looks like fat. He looks kind of overweight. His mustache is hideous compared to Whitebeard's, who's actually Whitebeard's mustache looks awesome. But and then there's his face. His face is ugly. And then he had Whitebeard's staff, or the same staff, for some ungodly reason. He doesn't deserve to be holding that. But the point is that I don't really know, I don't really like it. I do like misbunking, because I have a theory, you know what, I'll briefly say, I have a theory that Oda may use misbucking as Nami's next opponent. But I'm going to go into more depth as to why in another video. You can probably figure it out on your own. But the point is that I didn't really like this part of the chapter. I felt kind of let down after reading it. I mean, at first I was hyped just because I was like, you know, this guy related to Whitebeard. This is the 7th warlord. But then I sat down and I thought about it. And I was like, this is a load of bullcrap. This is the stupidest thing ever. And it doesn't even, it's so out of nowhere, so random. There have been no hint to this. But I got on about Edward Wheelby long enough. Let me just quickly talk about the last part of the chapter, then I will rate the chapter, and we'll be done with the review. So apparently, thank God for this, we are finally on though. Well, we're not on it, we're at though. Because, so we're pretty much told that, we're pretty much given some information on though, and that is that, a couple things actually. The Mink Men live on though, meaning we're guaranteed to see Mink Men this arc. I am hyped for that. I will admit I'm not the most knowledgeable on Mink Men, but now that I know they're going to be important in this arc, most likely, guess what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the weekend? When I'm not doing schoolwork or making a YouTube video or playing some video games, I'm going to be reading up on Mink Men. Trying to learn as much as I can about them, because apparently they're probably going to be important. I do know they were first mentioned though in the slave trade place on Sabodia Archipelago, right before Batanka. No, not right before the Straw Hat separation. Anything that was right before Batanka would have been like Ace's death. Yeah, that was stupid of me. Yeah, but So, Law explains that a couple things. One, though it's not a freaking elephant. Though it's a freaking elephant. Which just supports the fan theory even more, that Zoe is an island under Kaido control. I used to believe there were going to be some kind of plot twist, like, Oda wanted people to think it was Kaido's island, but then he would give Zoe to Big Mom and Wano Kuni to Kaido or something like that. But no, that's not what he's doing. Kaido and Wano, Zoe and Wano probably both belong to Kaido. This is a really big deal. But it then explains that Zoe is on an elephant. From what I understand, that's supposed to be something that's from Toriko. I never read Toriko, and I don't really think it's very good. I watched I think I saw the first 2 or 3 episodes of it, but apparently this is something from Toriko. What I thought of while reading this was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Actually, I thought of the giant turtle that gain and the ability to take the Fire Lord bending. Yeah, that's what I thought of while reading this. But you can think of Toriko too, I guess. Whenever you're a bigger fan of. But what happened is that the law just gave an explanation that because it's on an elephant, and this elephant is apparently 1,000 years old, meaning this elephant is 200 years older than the Void Century, but it had been isolated for the past 1,000 years. At least the Minkmen have. So I don't know, maybe we'll get some information on the Void Century in this arc. Maybe not. I honestly don't know. I'm hoping we do. But it doesn't really matter, because it's a new arc. Thank God we're off of Dressrosa. Thank God. I don't need to talk about that arc anymore. And I've only been doing it for a couple months. A month now. I feel bad for people who have been talking about this garbage since 2012, 13. That arc was way too long. I'm actually going to do a full Dressrosa arc review once it finishes in the anime. in 5 years when the anime decides to finish the arc. But what I just quickly want to mention is that Law does say it's an island that can only be found if you find it, and then leave a Vivre card there or something, because it is not on the log. Which, I don't know how I feel about that, being kind of are you kidding me? Another island in the new world that isn't on the log. What does it take for these people to go to islands that are on the log? But, whatever. Really. Punk Hazard wasn't on the... Was Punk Hazard on the log? I don't think it was. So they've only been to one island so far. And we didn't see Sanji. It's still nearly been 100 chapters. So we didn't see Sanji for over 100 chapters. We saw him for 1 chapter. And then we don't see him for about 20 more. Good job, Oda. But, so we see though, and Law reveals that it's been there for 1,000 years, yada yada, whatever, I really don't care. It's a 1,000-year-old island. Okay. I know plenty of islands that are 1,000 years old. I'm pretty sure the island of Alabasta, the actual land it's on, is over 1,000 years old. I guess the fact that the elephant itself is 1,000 years old, it's supposed to be what's really shocking. But the reason I'm not surprised is because this is One Piece. It doesn't really surprise me that there are animals that can live for 1,000 years. And it doesn't really surprise me. But yeah, so the island itself, it looks amazing. It looks very interesting, and I do think it is the island Sanji is on. I do wholeheartedly believe that because you can see a couple things if you really look at it. I think you can see the volcano. Well, no, the water volcano that went off in the chapter. Yeah, so you can see the water volcano that went off in the chapter. What chapter was that? It was like 780, 785, I think. Yeah, 785, I think it was. But that's irrelevant. That is completely and utterly irrelevant. So I've gone over everything I can talk about when it comes to this chapter, besides Edward Wilby, but I'm saving that, as I said, for another video. I also have Nami and Miss Buckling. Miss Buckling, right? I hope I'm getting those two, their names right. I'm going to check Manga Stream again after this video quickly to make sure I didn't make myself sound like a complete idiot during this video every time I'm mentioning one of them. But, so, I feel like there's nothing more I can really do with this, like, to talk about. So I figured I should just give it a rating, right? I mean, this is a review. So, if I had to rate this chapter, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Now, before you all, shoot me with a gun and be like, why? I just quickly want to say, we finally got to Zoe after being on Dressrosa for 3 years. That's already 5 points in my book. It looks like this arc, soon, we're going to have both separate teams, the Curly Brow team and Luffy and the others meet up, and the Straw Hat will be back together. It looks like we'll be seeing the rest of the Heart Pirates probably, because they are supposed to be on Zoe. And it looks like we're starting a new arc that has a lot of potential, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of Edward Wilby, he's still the 7th Warlord that we've all been dying to see since the Warlords were revealed. So, a lot, whether you like the things that happened or not, they were still very important to the plot, and I'm still happy I got the information. So yes, I would give the chapter a 9 out of 10. But I will be now the ending the video, giving it a 9 out of 10. It was a pretty good chapter. The 7th Warlord did not live up to the hype, but that's for another video. I hope you all enjoyed my One Piece Chapter 802 review. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Peace out, guys. I'm sorry this review was late.